What the fuck? There's like at least short 3 of them. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news of it is I just got loaded. Bad news of it is I am not going to make one-time delivery because I am 363 miles out. And this was due at 3 o'clock in the morning. But shipper had a major delay due to the fact of not enough manpower. So my people just told me to try and make it a 10-minute delivery. Just leaving Tracy, California. My goodness, I'm at least I'm near Interstate 5. Central already hit Saturday. I'm still hanging here on Friday. yes, this is like one of the rarest of the rare that you'll catch me in California. California, you rarely catch me. Washington, you're going to rarely catch me out there. Montana, that's a rare opportunity for me. But if I'm like in Texas, you'll probably catch me a lot more common. Some parts of the East Coast, thank you for the like. I've been putting a lot of requests in to go back up towards Maine, and that hasn't bear any fruit. Wisconsin, I know I probably could get out there. But this part of California is quite rare. Thank you for the like as well. Yesterday, I managed to get unloaded out of Oakland near the port. And the day prior, and you take a look at some of the film, and one of my lives, you would catch me up on Donner Pass. And to tell you the truth, I don't like that pass at all. Even though it's beautiful, even though I've been up there during this winter, luckily I did not have to chain. Because I talked to the auto driver that went over the pass, and he told me there was an alert for him to chain up. And thank you for the like. As I told him, I said, by the time I went on over the pass, the snow was slowly starting to come down. He's like, you hit it at the early hours of the morning. But as I was coming down the summit, I noticed the snow fighters were out. And yes, that's what they're calling themselves, the California Snow Fighters. Quite shocking they go by that name itself. My dispatcher and I had a long little talk. I said, don't you ever put me up on that pass again. I don't like going down steep grades up on that pass. Right now, like, as of right now, the load that I'm carrying is roughly 17,000 pounds. I'm okay with that. The load that I took over the pass was nearly 42,000 pounds of pure beef. Talking about the ICE agent that shot this woman, everything else like that. More footage is coming out on different angles and everything else like that. I want to say this flat out. I'm not a type of person that gets into politics and everything else like that. When several people have said I should. Here's the thing. And I'm literally going to say this loud. I believe once all the footage is out, I should contort my opinion I am not like these crazy wackos that are jumping sides, believing one news station over the other. Because I keep telling people it's not my place to stand in. And a lot of people don't understand ICE is part of the Department of Homeland Security. And I'm going to say this flat out. I dealt with every single agency so far. The only people I haven't dealt with is the FBI. Their agricultural checkpoints are run by the department. I believe it's the Department of Agriculture and Department of Homeland Security. That's a given. So California and Florida had those checkpoints. I go through the port of entry. That's mostly run by DOT, which is part of the police. I dealt with the Border Patrol. So I dealt with Department of Homeland Security, even though I'm not anywhere near the Mexico border. I dealt with the DOT. I haven't run into any ICE agents yet, but I slowly heard that they're coming into rest areas and truck stops and all that. So I do have all the appropriate files for me, since I'm a U.S. citizen, to give them documentation. And lastly, I'm going to say this flat out. The Border Patrol has, every single time when I go through their checkpoints, they always take pictures of my license plates on my truck, trailer number, everything. So basically, I am in their database as I'm going through the border checkpoints. Alright, I'm going to dig around this tanker here. I really can't dig around today. When I said I literally got to haul ass, I literally got to haul ass. Make me late. That's all I'm going to say on that. I've dealt with too many agencies, and I'm not going to deal with a freaking circus. I'm not even sure if I'm going to catch the Packer game today. And we're supposed to be facing them against the Bears in the playoffs. Alright, lost to the Ravens. And I lost to the Vikings. I dealt with 2 blows during the season. At the end. already knew my Saints are out. And I already knew the Packers are still in it. Ah, shit. I gotta go to Los Angeles. That's one less place I want to be near. I swear, it feels like my dispatcher loves to toss me into cities when I said, do not toss me into cities. Shut down. Yes, this is it. When I couldn't deliver in freaking Oakland after I got the pass Wednesday. I actually slept at the Travel Plaza up here. Yes, Joe's Travel Plaza. That's the place I shut down at. Tell you the truth, I like sleeping out here. Dead quiet. Dead quiet. I was enjoying my people. I was enjoying my sleep. Thank you for the like. Alright, dude, you're really going slow. Like I said, I literally got gotta haul ass and make up lost time. Anyways, what else is new? Oh, I reached 77 subscribers, and I want to thank all 77 subscribers for subscribing to my channel. And I really do appreciate you guys that much. Okay, something tells me you are doing more than 60. How fast are you going, dude? You're really roaring out the road. And you're going off the road. He just went nearly off the road right there. I'm like, dude, you're speeding, and by the time I saw him like swerve me off the road, I'm like, and you're going off the road? I told myself I'm not going to drink an energy drink, but this is the first time I'm cracking open a Red Bull. I managed to wash dishes today. side of California a lot better than the crazy ass city. Or cities. Because where I was in Oakland, I was not that far away from San Francisco. car going on in that truck. Yeah, I made the right call to go around. Because he just swerved onto the white line. And off.